Listed here are the provided and required tools for this conversion. Please deploy the antenna or use manual motor controls to raise the dish until the feed assembly is accessible. After this is completed, power off the Hughes modem by unplugging the power cable. First, we will cover the conversion of the MotoSat F1. Shown here are the screws that secure the buck to the waveguide. These will need to be removed first. This will be done with the provided 3mm Allen wrench screwdriver. After that, the buck mounting bolts will need to be removed, which will free the buck from the feed assembly. A 1/2-inch wrench will be required for this step. Disconnect the transmit coaxial cable, using a 7/16" wrench if needed, to complete the removal of the Hughes buck. Install the iDirect buck bracket, and secure this using the 3mm Allen wrench screwdriver. Install the iDirect buck by securing the buck waveguide screws, which requires the included 3mm Allen screwdriver. Ensure that the O-ring on the buck is in place and that the rectangular slots are aligned. Install the buck bracket to the feed arm using the self-tapping screw. Connect the transmit coaxial cable to the iDirect buck, and the F1 conversion process is complete. Secure the coaxial cable using a 7/16 wrench. The MotoSat F2, while a different model, has a very similar process with a few additional steps. Remove the feed cover, which is secured by 2 large Allen bolts. After that, remove the buck mounting screws, which secure the buck to the tria assembly. Disconnect the transmit coaxial cable from the buck. Use a 7/16 wrench if necessary. Remove the screws securing the buck to the waveguide by using the provided 3mm Allen screwdriver. You may have to adjust the skew via manual motor controls on the controller page in order to have access to all of the waveguide screws. After the Hughes buck is removed, install the iDirect buck. Ensure that the O-ring is in place and that the rectangular slots are aligned. Using the provided 3mm Allen screwdriver, ensure that all of the screws are secure. Connect the transmit coaxial cable and the conversion is complete. Use a 7/16 wrench to secure the coaxial cable. There is a variation of the feed assembly on certain F2 models, which has a circular waveguide mount for the buck. Similar to the standard F2, the buck mounting screws will need to be removed first. After this, remove the transmit coaxial cable using a 7/16 wrench if needed. Remove the waveguide screws by using the 90-degree ratcheted screwdriver. You are then able to remove the Hughes buck. Remove the screws securing the buck to the circular mounting bracket using the provided 3mm Allen wrench. Once this is disconnected, install the iDirect buck to the circular mounting bracket. Ensure that the O-ring is in place and that the rectangular slots are aligned. Install the buck and mounting bracket to the waveguide, ensuring that the rectangular slots are aligned. Connect the transmit coaxial cable to the iDirect buck and the conversion is complete. Secure the coaxial cable using a 7/16 wrench. In order to install the iDirect modem, connect the transmit coaxial cable to the rear panel of the iDirect modem. The received coaxial jumper cable from the MotoSat controller will also need to be connected. The network cable leading to the WAN or Internet port on the router will be connected to the LAN A port on the modem. Displayed here is the modem power-up sequence. Once fully booted, the RX and net lights will glow orange. At this point, please follow the reconfiguration guide for your MotoSat controller in order to update the controller settings and files. Once complete, command the system to search. Once the system is locked onto the satellite, the RX light will appear green. The TX light will go green once the antenna is correctly polarized. The net light will begin blinking green and go solid once the modem is fully online. Please contact Mobil Satellite Technologies at 757-312-8300 option 2 if any problems occur during this process.